the Knicks parade was only 7 days ago. we we already at the draft
Literally.
and things are already getting crazy. It's crazy how
Literally.
quick the league moves, man.
I like that kid that they drafted, but they ended up trading him. The Spanish kid, he looked really good with the highlights. I know that the highlights. Yeah, I know the highlights are tricky.
Oh, the highlights look good, guys.
Yeah, I know the highlights. I know the highlights look tricky, Mars. Yes, but he looked like he could shoot the thing. But the Knicks ended up passing on him. So they I get that. This kid Carr,
he's going to Dallas too, chill.
Yeah, and
it's little pieces like that. Like if he can translate, that's something for Cooper Flag. Like him, and I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the other picks or one of the other picks that they made at 9. We'll get around to that, but he's a pick that if he can translate a point guard, that could be big for Cooper Flag.
At the least, he could be a floor spacer because he looks like he can shoot it. He definitely looks like he can stretch the defense, so that could help. I mean, the Lakers picking this kid Carr, the athleticism definitely translates in the family. I don't know if y'all noticed, but his father, Chris Carr, used to play in the NBA. He used to play for Minnesota. He actually was the starting 2 guard for the Bulls after Jordan retired. So, I mean, I don't want to have to follow him. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to be that dude, but like he could play, Ron. Yeah, like his father could play.
And now his son about to be the starting 3 guard for the Lakers after LeBron retires.
Damn. How about that, Ron? Like you bullshitting. Mars, you and I had this conversation, and I was almost right. The Warriors pass on a day, but they take the other big kid from Michigan, Yaxel. I think that works for them. I do. So you get a 6'9" versatile forward who can finish with both hands. I like his 15 to 18-foot game. The 3 there's more to be desired there. Defensively, I mean, we got some things to work with him. I think he could be a centerpiece to what they're doing. I like the fact that he's really good in transition. I think he fits their style of play, and I think he's a guy that they can definitely build around in Golden State.
I agree. Well, build around that, but like I think he's a good pick. The draft kind of went how I expected until the 9th pick. That was the one that was like, oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah. But you expected Dusty to get one of his guys, though, right?
Yeah, I had them getting a Michigan guy. I didn't know which one it was going to be, or I had them trading down to get 2 of the Michigan guys. That was kind of what I was envisioning.
Yeah.
Personally, well, we're going to get to it. Grading each pick. I thought, based on what I knew of the draft, I thought they could have traded down and still got Morez Johnson. But maybe the Bucks were eyeing him at 10, and like maybe because I'm assuming they do all of this compensating, so they obviously have more information than me. So maybe they thought he was going to be off the boards, and that's why they took him where they did. But it was a surprise to me for sure. That was the first surprise of the draft for me, and then the biggest thing that shocked me was how far LeBaron Philon fell. I didn't expect him to fall all Philly and 6.
Philly,
yeah. I did not expect him to fall. I knew there was the doubts of like his size at the NBA level. He's like 6'3", 6'4", 180 maybe. So like I can understand teams having their doubts about like the small slim guards and like their translation. Obviously Rob Dillingham getting drafted number 8 a couple years ago.
Sure.
Reed Shepherd has struggled right now at the NBA level. So you could go down the list, but I feel like 22 is so obviously worth the upside swing that even if it doesn't work out for Philly and you have Maxey and VJ anyway, it's like, okay, cool. No real risk there. And if it does work out, you just make every other team look stupid because the talent I think is extremely high. So,
and I could get with that, Mars. I'm the guy that to your point you dropped on that LeBaron. I don't know. I'm a little bit older, but when the leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading assist man, and leading block man, and the defensive player of the year, and the Big East player of the year is still on the board at 24, that's still blowing my mind, Mars. Because when I grew up, that dude goes, he ain't on the board past 4. He's a top 5 pick in the draft. So when this kid from St. John's is still on the board at number 24. And I'm thinking, yo, he led St. John's in points.
Ejiofor? You talking about
yes.
Ejiofor?
He led St. John's in points, rebounds, blocks, and assists. He was the Big East player of the year and the defensive player of the year in the Big East. I'm thinking to myself, when I was growing up, that dude is the number 3 pick in the draft. He's a lottery pick. He's a guy who we building our unit around. Meanwhile, he's dropping all the way to 24. I mean, the Hawks steal him at 24, and I think he's going to help them too. I think he can help them in their half-court offense because he can pass, just like Jalen Johnson can pass, because that's a problem for them. The biggest problem that the Hawks have, which I do think that I do like the fact that they took Fleming. So, Mars, I'm going to have to concede. I think we now move Dyson to the wing, take the ball out of his hands, and we put the ball in Fleming's hands. Yes, we give Fleming the ball, and we take Dyson. Because my original thought was, if we turn him, you paid him, let's turn him into a lead guard. He's shown me that he could get downhill. He showed me that he could knock down a shot when he was with Trey. The problem is that when he has to do it full time, not so much. No, not so much when he has to do it full time. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Yo, this PC Ron here.
This is Chilltown Hoops.
Yo, this is Drench Man, not the French man.
Mars here.
This is Swiper. Yo, this is Big Ox.
I want to start by showing love to everybody that rocks with PC.
We appreciate y'all, whether you catch every episode.
Catch the clips, jump in the chat, or just support from a distance.
We see all of it.
We put a lot into this, a lot of time, a lot of energy.
And a lot of love. And we do it because we really care about giving y'all dope content and building the best sports community out there.
But if we being real, the way we can keep growing this thing and make more content, have better productions, more live events, more PC weekends, more meetups, all of that stuff.
It's through memberships.
The support really helps us keep this thing moving.
So if PC has ever been a part of your day,
helped you get through work,
made you laugh,
made you mad, or just gave you somewhere to tap in with people who really love the game,
go check out the memberships tiers and see which one works best for you.
We're here every day doing this.
And with y'all behind us,
we can keep taking this to another level.
Tap into the membership.
And let's keep building this thing, baby. PC to the top with you. Let's do it.
We all knew the Bucks were taking Nate Ament, so there was no. The only surprise was that they didn't take him at 10.
Yeah,
so,
I thought he was going at 10.
Yeah. So you know what? They took Braden Burries, who's kind of like the safe pick. Like he's not. No one really thinks he's going to be like a star, but he's also not going to be bad. Like he's going to be a good NBA player. That's the vision.
Yeah.
Anyway. And then they
high level role player.
Yeah. But they took their swing on Nate Ament at 13. I still think it's a bad pick, but if it works out, it works out.
I'm not mad at what the Bucks did, Mars.
You better be right about Kareem Lopez. Now that he's on my Demon Boozers team, you better.
No. Boozer's on his team now.
Yeah,
that was a good night for Grizzlies.
You better be right.
Ron, I didn't know he was that big. First of all, I did not know he was that big.
6'9". Yeah, you better be right. I'm praying you're right.
But, I don't understand why Detroit moved off of him. though. I think he could really help them.
No, I think Corey is great for them.
Corey
is like Jaden Ivey, but like way better. Yeah. Like, so the idea of what Jaden Ivey was meant to be for them, they got that, in my opinion, with a Corey. Could be able to defend at the NBA level. He's obviously a smaller guard, but Cade makes up for that with him being a really big guard. Extreme first step, can get downhill, can get to the rim, can make shots. If a Corey works out, which I think he can, I'm pretty sure he will, at least in some capacity. I think Detroit got a good pick. And also, I waited till Penn was here. Shout out to Oklahoma City, man. Shout out to Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Them getting Bennett starts.
What is happening?
The rich get richer. Yeah. The rich get richer.
That's damn near a cheat code.
What's going on?
Them dudes just win.
That's crazy.
They just know how to win on draft night.
Yeah.
They just. I don't know what it is. They just make it work.
My sneaky one for the night was actually Charlotte. I thought that Steinbach and
Christian Anderson.
And I think Christian Anderson's probably the best shooter in the draft. So consecutive years they probably got the best shooter in the draft with Knipple last year, and then on the offensive glass next year with Diabate and Steinbach, they're going to be hell for anyone. So I thought they were a sneaky good winner yesterday that probably flew under the radar. The first round was just so good. There were so many teams that got better.
I liked Charlotte my early winners. That was the way I said. I think they've committed to their identity as well. That's what it is.
I thought they had a good night. I thought Chicago had a good night. I thought the Spurs taking a swing on Jaden Quaintance had a good night as well. That they had a good night.
Ron,
Yeah,
loves
Tyrese
him.
Reed
I
as
don't know
well.
why,
They
but
got
Ron loves him. This Quaintance kid, Ron loves him.
The upside is just so.
I mean, the ups, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's a big swing because of the health concerns. But if it works out, Wemby and Quaintance in your front court means teams just not going to score on you. So
Chill, there was one guy in the whole world that might have been able to shut down Wemby, and he currently plays for the Spurs. So there you go.
I'm not doing that, but okay.
No,
Dave's got no
I
chance?
promise you, this dude is like built in a lab. He's probably the second best defensive prospect I've ever scouted in my life,
behind Wemby,
behind Wemby. Yeah,
Wow.
6'10", can switch on
7'5"
perimeter, 7'5" wingspan, can move with guards, envelop wings, erase shots at the rim. There's a lot of red flags offensively and health wise, but defensively, this is not close. This guy should have been top 10 pick if he was healthy. But the if healthy part is big. But Jaden Quaintance is amazing. And you know what? Before the Terrace Reed pick, the Spurs have picked my best player available for 3 straight years. So every single year.
let's pray for Swiper. Swiper lost the night badly.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was going to.
Swiper lost the night.
Wow. Wait. Can you outline how he lost the night? 'Cause
down
I really don't know.
Well,
It starts
can I
with
rewind
his
it for you?
glorious goat, Darius Acuff, going to the Kings.
I'm sorry.
That was L number 1. I even had to turn on the stream to see what Swiper was talking about. Swiper had to go take a break. That's how upset he was after that. It then ends up with his second goat, Cameron Carr, going to the team he despises the most, the Lakers. 2 picks before the Nuggets pick. So that made it even worse. So that was unfair. And then they draft someone, and then they end up getting rid of the player they drafted, and now they have no one. So the Nuggets leave with no one. Cameron Carr goes to the team he hates the most, and Darius Acuff goes to the Kings. Swiper had possibly the worst night imaginable for anyone involved in the draft.
Yeah.
It was tough.
I just
Yeah,
want to
it was
let
tough.
y'all
Prayers
know
for
that
Swiper.
at
Prayers
pick
for Swiper.
19, when the Toronto Raptors picked Allen Graves, Swiper was in my comment section being like, yes. And I told him to go to hell. Straight up.
I also turned on your stream when Alan Graves went. I wanted to hear what you guys were talking about.
Yeah, so immediately Swiper jumps in with the victory lapping, and I knew what he was doing, because Swiper, you got to be smart, right? Swiper's like 2-3, he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, so he's like, yes, and it's like it's plausible deniability, right? He could just be like, yeah, we're just celebrating the Allen Graves thing, but you know what he's saying yes for? He's saying yes that the Toronto Raptors reach for an analytics darling that can't jump over a phone book, and Cameron Carr might be there. And I told him straight up at that point, I'm like, I know what you're doing. Go to hell. I guarantee you, Cameron Carr is not going to be there at your pick. So, not wrong early. Let you know.
I think that
I was mad Toronto got Alan Graves. I wanted him in Memphis at 21, but I guess it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, we'll
I
talk.
don't know,
about
Are you
Mars.
okay with that? Are you okay with it? You okay with it, Penn? The pick?
I went as high as 13 on Allen Graves. I ended up with him at 19 or 20 on my first big board, and then I ended up dropping him to 23 on my second big board. I completely get it. And if it works out, holy crap, people are so wrong about this guy. But if it doesn't, I mean, whatever. The Raptors really want to Bennett's third spot.
Wait, who's wrong about him though? Like, what are people saying about him?
People are saying that he doesn't have the athleticism to function at the NBA level. People are saying that he played at a lower level with the WCC at Santa Clara. People are saying his numbers dropped off a little bit.
J-Dub went to Santa Clara. Steve Nash went to Santa Clara. I ain't listening to that shit.
Yeah, different eras, different players. But, like a 6'9" guy whose numbers dropped off against, top 100 competition. But,
Bill Russell came out of the West Coast Conference too, by the way.
Yep.
Bill Russell won national championship
before my parents were born, but, it's there. Look, what I'll say is a 4.9 steal percentage and a 4.9 block percentage. I don't care if you do that in D2. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot to say about like what do you believe about the numbers, but honestly, my eyes tell me he's a really good basketball player. So, I'm happy.
Really good offensive rebounder as well. Like he does everything that analytics want. Like he's a
13.8 box plus minus as a
his
freshman.
His spreadsheets are really good. He gets offensive rebounds. He doesn't turn the ball over. He's a solid passer. Gets steals, gets blocks, knocks down threes. Not a very versatile shooter, but makes his open threes. Like he
41%
does.
three-point shooter, by the
Yeah,
way.
he does everything the analytics would lead to. Like, oh, he's
And I
a
mean,
really
like,
impactful
honestly,
role
he's
player,
really
so.
productive for his minutes. Like, he didn't play a ton of minutes, and it's always like, you know, for the per game people, they're like, oh, 11 points per game. Yeah, 29 points per 100 possessions. Like, let's look at this objectively and scale it out to other players. Now, I just don't think he was in great shape. He was a little bit injured to the end of his year, but I think Alan Graves is going to be a really good basketball player, man. I think people are sleeping on it. Someone said to me, like, oh, isn't this George Niang? I'm like, sure, George Niang. Okay, so George Niang plus 50% boost on rebounding, 50% boost on defense, and 50% boost on passing is not George Niang. Okay, this is not George Niang. It's a supercharged Jorge Garbajosa. But honestly, my best comp for him is like 6'8" Fred VanVleet.
I think this kid
Best defender ever. Like really,
Smart.
Y'all got a good development system.
Oh,
anyway,
okay. My bad.
they are
I
doing
put-
something
I put-
up in Toronto in terms of
Yeah, I
development.
put stock
Yes, they
into
do.
that for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get with that because the one thing that Toronto you guys have done up there is you have done a good job in turning guys into players. That's why the Murray Boyles pick, I did like that. And with this kid from Santa Clara, like what I didn't know, isn't he one of the older rookies or is he a young guy?
Alan Graves.
No, he only played
19.
Yeah, he was a freshman.
19, yeah,
So he was a
19.
kid.
Well, he's
Okay,
20
so-
today. But yeah.
Okay, so all right.
Oh, happy
so,
birthday.
so that means that you could turn this guy into a player. We got some time with him. Not that we don't have time with a 22-year-old, but you got time with him too. I think you got more time with him. I think the Nuggets made a mistake passing on that kid Reed, trading him, because I think he could really help them. I do. I think that I know how you guys feel about that kind of player, but when I watch him, I'm thinking Andre Drummond, except he could be a better offensive player. That's what I'm thinking. I think he could be a glass cleaner in the NBA. I think he could be a force around the rim, but I also think that he could be one of those players where he can be respected in the mid post. He could be respected in the mid range, where you now make him a part of your offense even more than just an offensive rebounder and an extra possession guy. And I think that really could help Denver. I think they made a mistake passing on him.
It was one of those drafts where in years looking back, a lot of teams might regret that they didn't have a first round pick, even at the latter stages of the first round.
Well, yeah,
I
Phoenix traded in.
Yeah, I think there's
I
going to be a
don't
lot
like
of teams
who
like
they
that.
got, but they traded in at least. So.
You don't like Koa?
No, I do not like Toby Owaka. No, I do not.
Yeah.
That's a hometown pick too. I like it from the storyline. Like
I
he
do too. He could play.
Yeah, I like
grew
it.
up,
I like
grew
it
up
was
in
at home as
Phoenix,
well.
went to
I
Arizona.
have my reservation.
Local
I hope
kid.
it works out.
What's
I
your
have
issue
my
with him, Mars? What's the
reservations.
problem?
The
Because
form is crazy, by the way.
It's
He shoots like
it's
the craziest.
he's a very undersized big basically who can't shoot, and you're basically asking him to be like, he's basically their second Oso Iguodala.
no.
He is like fun. He's strong, which is the big difference from Oso Iguodala. But in terms of undersized big who can't shoot, but is like a high IQ, high feel player, they've just got Oso Iguodala part 2. Oso can also jump. The difference is one is strong and one isn't.
what's
But
the difference, Mars?
functionally, they are the same. Like they're the same archetype of player, just with different athletic skills. But they are the same archetype of player, in my opinion.
Is he, in your opinion, Mars, when you watch him, what's the difference between him and the kid from Auburn last year, Broom?
Oh my. Okay, no.
No, we're not doing
Janai Broom is genuinely not an NBA player.
Okay,
His
I just wanna make
athleticism is
sure.
just
Okay.
unfunctional.
Koa P
Koa
is
P-
one jump shot
okay.
away from being potentially a lottery pick in this draft.
Penn isn't lying
He was
about
supposed
that.
to be. He was supposed to be. a
No,
lottery pick.
I agree. I agree with that as a premise. I don't agree with that justifying.
Okay, look, like with a true freshman who dominated physically, especially against
Yes.
prospects that were like he stands out. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if Yaxel stands out, he stands out. Okay, every time you watch him play, it's like, okay, there's 9 guys and there's Koa P, and he is moving at a different pace and he looks different than these guys. Now the jump shot is weird. He shot 35% at Arizona, and quite frankly, I've been
35% at what? On jump shots?
Three.
Oh, okay.
He shot 35%.
He barely shot.
Very low,
Right.
low volume, funky form. Okay.
Okay.
And the form has always had issues, and he's been tinkering with it. I think he needs a new trainer. I'm gonna say this. I mean, I have a lot of respect for NBA trainers, but I watched him working with his trainer. Either he's not listening, or his trainer is just out to lunch. He needs a new trainer because he has made his jump shot worse. His pro day was horrible. His combine.
Sometimes you gotta make
his
things
combine
worse
was
before they
horrible.
get better.
I mean, in
Yeah.
theory, but with jump shots, I mean, shit. Like you don't want to be restructuring your jump shot as you go into the NBA. Unfortunately, he's tinkered so much. This has like Markel Fultz weird potential without the injury concern. But from what I understand, is a good kid. He's a solid high motor guy, high character guy, and honestly, he's landed in the
That
best
kind of stuff
possible
right
spot
there,
for
we like.
him. Right, that coaching staff knows how to use this type of player. I don't. The
Because they've
reason
used
that,
Osa.
well,
Take a swing
no,
at 30. Why not?
I think him and Oso can play together. That's the crazy part. He has great cut synergy. Oso is a great passer. Like, I think they can
He
play
is.
together. That high-low, type of feed. It has. Okay, this is going to sound really crazy. Jokic, Aaron Gordon. Like, there's bits and pieces of that. Like with Oso running dribble handoffs and Koa running behind the paint. And it's like if you get enough spacing, between Gillespie and Devin Booker and some shooters around that. Like, I really like what the
Green.
Phoenix Suns are doing. Like, I mean, there's like 5 or 6 teams that really know what they're doing in the draft. Phoenix Suns are really one of them. Like they've been doing a really good job over the last 4 years in assembling like
I agree.
high IQ, unobvious talent. Like everyone can hit on AJ DeBonsa and Darren Peterson, but like getting Oso Ighodaro right, that's hard. Like that's hard. You have to imagine a little bit. You have to project a little bit. You be like, oh well, he's not as fast as I want him to be, and he's not this and he's not that, and he's a little bit, vertically not inclined. So yeah, like I mean, he can't shoot. So how are we going to use that? But my view on this is passing equalizes shooting sometimes.
Ron, I'm gonna say the uncomfortable thing out loud because I know that, like you just said, Penn, everybody could hit on DeBonsta and Darren Peterson. I think Caleb Wilson is the best player in this draft, Ron. I do. I think he's the best player in this draft.
Them highlights moved you as well.
I watched a couple of
The
years.
upside is crazy to be fair.
Mars, the athleticism is what's moving me the most.
I think he's a better athlete than AJ.
Yeah, I do, Mars. I do.
Interesting.
I think he and I don't think he clears him, but I don't think that Big Penn brings it up a lot. The fast twitch stuff leads to open floor steals. The fast twitch stuff leads to second chance opportunities at the rim. The fast twitch stuff,
his motor is insane.
That's to be honest,
he got more physicality than AJ too, and partially because AJ wants to be. It's similar to Wemby. Like Wemby could be more physical, but he wants to be on the perimeter. And I'm not saying that AJ's not physical. I'm not saying he doesn't have the tools. I'm not saying he's not strong, but he literally plays a guard. So it's like he's not around the hoop.
He hasn't filled that yet either.
Caleb Wilson be down there with whatever y'all want to do. I'm with it.
He plays above the rim too. Like he's not one of them dudes who punches the ball. He's looking at the cup like this, punching the ball.
Oh
That's
yeah,
who
for
he
sure.
is.
Yeah.
And that's what's moving me, because the one thing that I found out with players in the NBA in today's era, like the other stuff, if we could teach you, like that, the athleticism translates. Like Fab, if you're an athlete and you got the IQ to play at this level, then the other stuff is going to come. Now,
I'm glad you added the second part.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but
because I was about to bring up
the
quick
fact that
Woods
he's a
today.
freak. Yeah, the fact that he's a freak athlete, but he understands the game.
That's where I was going.
Is what I think separates him from some of the other athletes we've seen.
One of the guys that I was thinking about, because what's the guy's name? Kai
Jones.
Kai Jones.
He just wasn't that smart. That's the problem. Like,
Hey, I think he was too smart.
93% from the field in EuroLeague, by the way.
Yeah,
There you go. Too smart.
I just don't think that he understood the game at the pro level in the NBA.
I agree. Yeah,
that's what the athleticism is off the charts. With Caleb, I think that he understands the game, and I think he's one of those quick study guys. And I love that about those guys. Those are the guys that, like, we don't have to go over things 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Show it to them, and they get it quickly. And he strikes me as that kind of guy. Ron, I get goosebumps talking about
He said
him.
in his interview he wants to be greater than Mike.
I think
I just want to let you know, Kai Jones has a
prefer-
tremendous amount of intellectual curiosity. An abundance of intellectual curiosity.
Chill, would you rather that just unteachable like athletic traits like the vertical pop and stuff like that over a guy that you can just tell has like a nice feel for the game and things of that nature? Like, would you prefer the athlete?
Look at him. I see what he's doing. He's saying
no, I love both. No, I love both.
That's cool. I see what's going on.
I think some of it has to do with obviously situation, but what do you prefer, Chill? Do you prefer just the raw athlete that we can teach stuff later, or would you prefer a guy that can play a little bit and maybe the athleticism is not where it is for other guys?
The guy who can play a little bit and knows the game, like, I think that's going to get you far. But the guy with the raw athleticism who does have an upside in terms of understanding the game, I just think I can go so much further with him. I think I can get way more out of him because what I've seen in the NBA, and I'm not going to be long-winded with this, but what I've seen in the NBA is like athleticism matters. Athleticism, like you have to be able to run. Not everybody in the league can run fast and jump high. Like there are guys in the league who can run fast, but not everybody in the league who can run fast and jump high. But if we got guys who are that fast, we got guys who are that strong, and they got a quick, they got a not only a feel for the game, but they're quick studies. I'd much rather have that guy because I could get so much more out of him. There's so many more different things that I can do. This one guy, he's just limited athletically. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Luka is an exception because he's so damn good. But can you imagine if Luka was a better athlete? Like, as good as Luka is, like, how much better would he be if he was a better athlete? Like, holy shit.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the check throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops out here did raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.